Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to take a look at a FlipChem quiz to identify the number of subatomic particles in various atoms and ions. This is great revision if you are a GCSE student planning to enrol on A-level chemistry. If you haven't got your free FlipChem account yet, head over to www.flipchem.com or check out the details in the description. We are going to attempt the protons, neutrons and electrons 1-star quiz, so click on it and press Attempt Quiz. Here's the first question. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. We're shown the chemical symbol with the proton number and mass number of an isotope of argon. The atomic number, 18, shows the number of protons in the nucleus of the atom. The mass number, 40, shows the total number of protons and neutrons. In this quiz, you can check your answer to see if it's right, and you'll also get feedback. Click Next Page for question 2, or use the quiz navigation on the top right. We're given the symbol for an isotope of carbon-13 next, and we're asked to give the number of electrons. Atoms are neutral, protons have a relative charge of +1, and electrons have a relative charge of -1. The proton number in this case is 6, so the number of electrons must also be equal to 6. Next, we have to give the total number of neutrons in the nucleus of the same isotope. The total number of protons and neutrons is equal to 13, the total number of protons is equal to 6, so therefore there must be 7 neutrons in the nucleus of this isotope of carbon. Next we have an isotope of potassium. The mass number for this isotope is 39, so the total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of this atom must also be equal to 39. We have to give the total number of protons, neutrons and electrons in an isotope of nitrogen next. The atomic number is 7, this is equal to the number of protons. The total number of protons and neutrons is 15, so the number of neutrons is 15 minus 7, which is equal to 8. Atoms are neutral, so the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to 7. This next one is fairly straightforward. The atomic number is 35, this is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus. The next question is about relative masses and relative charges of the subatomic particles. Great knowledge to memorise. The relative charge of an electron is 1 that's correct. The relative mass of an electron is approximately 1 over 2000, more accurately 1 over 1836, and the electrons are found in shells orbiting the nucleus. So the correct response is B, only 1, and there's some feedback. Next we have to get the relative masses of the subatomic particles. A proton has a relative mass of 1, a neutron also has a relative mass of 1, and an electron has a relative mass of 1 over 1836. That means it takes 1836 electrons to have the same mass as a proton or a neutron. For the next question, you will need to refer to a periodic table to find the proton number, or the atomic number, of each of those ions. Sulfur has a proton number of 16, so there are 16 protons in an atom of sulfur and 16 electrons in an atom of sulfur. A sulfur 2- ion has 2 additional electrons, that makes 18 electrons in total. Calcium has a proton number of 20, that means that a calcium atom will have 20 protons and 20 electrons. A calcium 2+ ion will have 2 fewer electrons, so therefore a calcium 2+ ion will have 18 electrons. Chlorine has a proton number of 17. A chloride Cl- ion will have an additional electron, that is 18 electrons. Gallium has a proton number of 31, so a gallium 3+ ion will have 31 subtract 3 electrons, that is 28 electrons. So the correct answer is D, gallium. The calculations to work this out are given there in the feedback. Once again, we'll need to refer to the periodic table to work this question out. The proton number of sulfur is indeed 16, so an atom of sulfur will always contain 16 protons. Statement 1 is correct. Potassium has a proton number of 19. A potassium-39 isotope will have 19 protons and 20 neutrons to make 39 in total. Statement 2 is also correct. Aluminium has a proton number of 13. An atom of aluminium is neutral, so an atom of aluminium will have 13 electrons, not 14. The correct response is option B, only 1 and 2. That brings us to the end of the quiz. We can scroll up to look at the navigation bar and see that we got all of those questions correct. Next, click on Finish Review. You will see the score for this quiz, the date attempted and the time taken. If you attempt the quiz more than once, you will see details for the other attempts too. Click on the link at the top, FC-AL-Quiz 3, to get back to the main page. You can see that the protons, neutrons and electrons quiz that we have just completed has a green tick next to it with the word done. Open the drawer on the top right to check your progress through all the quizzes in the course. Green blocks indicate quizzes that have been completed successfully. The blocks also act as shortcuts so that you can go directly to the quizzes that you need to complete. If you're interested in creating your free user account, go to www.flipchem.com. There's a video taking you through the process. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to post in the comments or email info@flipchem.com. Take care and good luck with your studies.